what up everybody? I'm doing this again. Right now, okay, I'm gonna showcase to you another Asian robot personal custom build. What I'm gonna state clearly, as always, is that these builds are not actually better than the builds that are already out there, but they are my personal build for my own use, and they work in a very specific way to dish out maximum damage. Okay, I'm gonna show you one of my repeater custom builds that I actually use for speed leveling. All right, this one starts out with the dynamic deadlights from Malkarion. This is so you can teleport to behemoths. It works better. Predator Pulse, full bore chamber right here, Captain's Grip as always, and you've got your precision sights. Why this maximizes damage. All right, Savate's Avengers will be your bond. All right, and Discipline will be your Omnicell of choice. Why? Because it gives the repeaters a much needed interrupt. Okay, Koshai's Bloom with an Etheric Attunement cell will be your Lantern of choice. You've got Sight of Stone with a Toughness cell. You've got Thrax's Shadow with a Cunning cell. You've got Boreal Might with a Berserker cell. And you've got Boreal March with a Predator cell, okay? Overall, what this will give you is the following stats. You've got +6 Cunning and +6 Pulse to improve your crits, crit rate and your crit strikes, okay? Sorry, your crit rate and your crit damage. You've got +6 Predator to give yourself 35% base damage as long as you don't take a hit. +6 Tenacious. With this build, you've got 1,450 hit points. That is a total of 28% bonus damage from Tenacious. Berserker will give you 20% damage there. Toughness will help your healing, and your sustain comes entirely from Koshai's Bloom. All right, now, one of the things you can do is that if you desperately need to break parts with this build, okay, you can swap this Berserker for Sharpened, but in general, this build is not designed for breaking parts, okay? It's just that a lot of people always ask how to break parts. Just swap the Berserker for Sharpened, and you can smack every single part off the behemoth, all right? But this build itself is designed for maximum damage output while also leveling fast, okay? I'm gonna show you that right now. So let's get into combat. Oh, somebody noticed me. Okay, always got to be nice to people. Why? Because they're good people. We'll just go a bit beyond our normal area. All right, so we're gonna go to Brightwood. Now, obviously it is technically out of our depth, but it doesn't really matter because we're going there to demonstrate the prowess of this whole shenanigans. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, going in now. Going in now. All right. Okay, so once again, custom builds are not necessarily better than the builds that have already been released. They're just my own personal custom build. This one, again, is also something that I use for speed leveling, because it's damn fast at killing shit. All right. Check it out. I also deliberately chose an area where I would be, technically speaking, uncomfortable with the behemoths. We've got a Savate right here, so get in there. Oh, this guy wants more content, huh? No problemo. Now, against creatures like the Savate, what I will tend to do is I'll use the Koshai more offensively. Why? Because it causes extra damage to them, which is great. And whenever I get the chance, I'll send the full bore straight through their body. Now, this creature is about 6 levels above us, but again, you don't have to fight creatures like that. What I like to do with the Savate is I like to just get in close, snap some parts off him, then he's like basically stunned eternally. And once you start doing that, he becomes an easy peasy lemon squeezy creature to kill. And of course, considering the amount of damage this build does, you'll have literally no trouble just, you know, not only dishing out massive damage, but also pretty much snapping the souls off every bit of these creatures. Right? Like that. As you can see, even the Savate stood very little chance, and it's pretty much gonna just die. You can use your Koshai's Lantern to dodge freely, There's plenty of etheric attunement in here to keep your cooldowns nice and fast. All right. We'll go after something easier, which is the... Oh, we just leveled up, so this will be an even easier fight. We'll just go after the Embermane and just show you how this functions in combat. I just love using this build when I'm speed leveling because although it doesn't really come with a revive and although it's a bit more dangerous than other builds, it's just highly effective for pretty much everything that I like to do. And even if I do take a hit with Predator, it's not that big of a deal. Tenacious keeps me fairly satisfied. As long as you target parts effectively, you can pretty much snap them off. Which again, gives you a lot of wiggle room because while you're snapping parts off, this behemoth is just sort of standing there. It gives you plenty of time to cool down, shoot through, and bada bing bada boom, it's dead. Alright, so like I said, this is highly efficient for leveling. It's what I literally utilize whenever I want to speed level with folks. Some of you may have seen it on stream. Again, it does require some coordination, and yeah, I do have to be pretty good with discipline, but overall it's a very, very easy to utilize build. I don't even, as you can see, I don't even care about taking hits. I just counter them at the right times. Drop my little thingy-mabob. Like I said, I often use the Koshais to dodge through, and then I'll focus on one part to take advantage of the precision sights, which increases the damage the longer you focus on a part. As you can see, the damage is going up. It actually adds up quite a bit over time. Now this poor fella can't even do much, so just snap his tail off. And where I can, I will use the Koshai's Lantern offensively as well, not just defensively. If you're good with dodging, even against a creature where you don't have an elemental advantage, it's like 6 levels above you, boom. You'll just shatter them. It's just so easy to do that. Alright. One more time against a slightly higher level Embermane, now that we have the opportunity. You know, it gives me a chance to showcase what I like to do with these kinds of builds. I really like them because, honest to God, they function really well in combat, and they just do so much. A lot of people underestimate the power crits, but they can do a lot for you if you know what you're doing. And while repeaters cannot stagger or interrupt, discipline solves that problem for you, which is why I personally love using discipline with repeaters. To me, that's always just the best choice, and if I can't hit them, I can dodge, you know, until I get the right opportunity to hit them. And then here's the best part: you get your discipline stacks, and these fights go by even faster. All right, there's an even higher level Embermane after this that, you know, I'll kill, just because, you know, 10 minutes is a great combat showcase time. I never really get a chance to showcase combat as much as I want, but you can see how many we've killed in just this short duration of about 4 to 5 minutes, which is again why I favor this particular build. If I ever wanted to speed level or speed level with somebody, you know, I wanted to guide them along, help them get the levels they need, this is the build that does it. And this is the build that you will see me utilize fairly often. Again, I just like it quite a lot, just because of how easy it is to use. All right, let's teleport. And the teleportations, of course, are another excellent addition right here. There we go. If I do take a hit and need to close distance, using the Koshais is a great way of doing so. And whenever something's about to get enraged, this is where I like to let the precision sights shine. Just gets real easy to, as you know, keep them off balance. Then before you know it, it's done and dusted once again. Yeah. And of course you can sometimes proc shock just like that. And bada bing bada boom. And all of this is without tonics. We haven't touched a single one, as you can see. Alright. So I'm glad you guys watched this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support me while I'm away, you can send a tip via the link in the description of the video. Every little bit helps. You can send super thanks, join as a channel member. Thank you for keeping my channel running. Thank you for keeping the content coming, and I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Y'all stay healthy, happy, and safe while I'm gone. Don't do anything weird, all right? See you on the next one.